In the 2 hours that passed,
Hello, Dungeon fans. It's Saturday night. And Saturday nights are Apocrypha Adventure Card Game nights. I'm Kevin from Level 9, and we are playing. The heroes are still in Candle Point, Wisconsin. Gabriella, Dr. Z's, and Sam are still claim their residence as Candle Point, Wisconsin. Uh, which is good for the town, as they've saved children, lots of children. They've taken care of an apocalyptic vegetation apocalypse. Hey, Alex, thank you, man. That's exactly what I'm doing tonight. Tonight is Faust Company, and it is August in Candle Point, and I'll read the lowdown. An out-of-town director debuts a Midsummer Cirque-like production of Marlowe's The Tragical History of Dr. Faustus. Due to the stunts, theater-goers must sign a waiver on their way into the theater. But no one needs to be contractually bound to love this production. It's a 2-act show, and the director promises that by intermission, you'd sell your soul to see the second act. So this one's going to be a little different than ones we've done in the past. It's got 2 acts. The only nexus we're going to be at is at the theater. We built 3 decks for just the theater for Act 1. We've got to get through. Well, yeah, we got to get through all 3 decks. There is our big bad in this is someone called Crystal Mephistopheles. I gotta say that right. Crystal Mephistopheles. I believe it's our star. Oh, here, I want to change this. Boom. All right. We've got to encounter her and confront her in Act 1. And then once we do that and almost defeat her, we're going to move to Act 2, which is going to be a new deck. And it's still at the theater, but the theater's it's going to flip from hope to doom. So Act 1, it's all hopeful. We're having a good time. Everyone's enjoying the show. It's crazy. It's cool. But then we confront Crystal the big bad, the master, and we're going to flip this over and deal with Act 2. Something tells me she's going to be a little tougher. Yeah, so Gabrielle picked up tickets. A secret admirer left her tickets to go see this show. She thinks it was secret admirer because it was left with a couple roses, some red roses, at her doorstep. But we don't know if that was we don't know if that's a secret admirer or just somebody who wants her at the theater to be taken out by the Crystal Mephistopheles. There we go. Mephistopheles. I've always liked that word since I was a kid. Mephistopheles. It's a cool word. All right. So she got these tickets. She's a little like, I'm not quite sure, but she got 3. So she took Sam and Dr. Z's to the show, and that's kind of where we're going to start off. The theater nexus is it's going to stay in the hope side. It's not going to be able to flip for this mission only. Omens do not flip the nexus. So it's going to stay in hope this whole first act. And the hope is when you investigate, you can recycle 1 gift to gain charm 1. So basically, kind of get a 1 skill for charm. To guard or seal it, you got to do a soul check at 12. Okay. Let's see. What's our board state like? If you've been following along, Gabrielle has like 1 fleeting fragment. It's kind of cool how Gabrielle has 1. Dr. Zeus has 3, and Sam has 5. So it's a 1-3-5 situation here, which is that's good omens right there, I think. Let's see what Gabrielle's starting with. She's got some protection pour, which I think she just hits off of. It's full of vodka. Bruiser, protection pour. Reaper, Bruiser, a love battery. She got a good mix. No mind gifts, but that's all right. And an omen of hope. So I think we're gonna get going. Thanks for joining, Alex. Let's do this. Shall we begin? We're going to draw from the Omen deck. From the clock, we got an Omen of Doom horror show. Well, you know what? The nexuses don't flip. And evaluate versus a threat. Trash the highest die. Let's see. Is there anything that can help us evaluate and see what might be coming? No. We're going to take a chance. We're going to blow this Omen of Doom right now. Lucky numbers. Okay. So it's so they all get into the theater and right on. Thanks, man. So they get into the theater and they're finding their seats and she sits down and she hears a crunch underneath her feet. We're gonna roll to see if she even pays attention to that or not. She can do a body or soul. Of course. And it's conjure and surge. All right, I think we're gonna go. She only needs an 8 with 2 dice. Conjure. She doesn't have. There's no extra here. No skills. She doesn't have conjure. She could use this love battery. Do we want the lucky numbers? Let's see. Reroll the dice that show the same number. Yeah, you know what? No, I want to slot that. I should have slotted that right in the beginning. Alright, yeah, we're going to use the protection pour. She's going to boost the soul with the protection pour. And we got 10. So she sits down and plunks her bag down, and the can of protection pour crunches, makes a loud crunch. And she's like, "Oh man, did I just break something?" She's worried that maybe the protection pour busted open. She lifts up the bag, and there's a fortune cookie with a fortune, and she picks it up, and it's what it says is between her and it, but it is a gift that she can use later on. So we've got 24 omens in the clock to get through 4 decks, basically. Do I want to keep rolling? I think she's going to hold on. We're going to pass. She's going to pass 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's going to pass her turn to Dr. Zeus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let's see what Zeus has got. He's starting the game with. He's starting a game with a couple omens. He's got his Grey Malkin. Oh wait, he's starting the game with 4 omens in his hand. His cat, who always follows him around and followed him to the theater, but who knows where it is now. And Godmother, who's always looking down and watching. And 4 omens, and he's about to draw another one. Omen of Hope. All right, so let's see what he's got. Omen of Doom. Evaluate versus a gift. Trash the highest die. Let's get rid of this. If you cannot play powers to avoid this investigation, let's do that one. Boom. Rattle trap. Still, it's tough fictionally to figure out what this is because I don't get a whole lot of information on what this is. And it's weird that it's got a skill of hack, so it leads me to believe it's technology. So the theater, they sit down. The theater goes dark and the first part starts on the stage. Something like all three of these guys feel something kind of rippling through the theater, something they weren't expecting, and something that shouldn't be there. Zeus is going to pop open Sam's deck. I wonder if Zeus should finally have his own deck, since he's got a hack one. Or he just leans over and says, let me see that deck. From Sam, he gets his deck. And he does he's going to do a little searching around to see what this show's about. And, yeah. And then maybe not really finding anything that to his liking. He's going to check the local Wi-Fi network, and he's going to try to hack into the system and see what might be going on. Sounds good enough. Well, we'll see what happens here. Yeah, he's going to use his mind for sure. So it's 12 mind check. He gets 4 dice. He's got a hack of 1. I'm not super worried about this right now. I tend to roll really good right in the beginning anyway. He doesn't have anything to play. He only has 2 cards he could play. Can't really help him with this. So we're gonna. No, should we mutate this? Like I said, I'm so not worried about this. Maybe I should be though. We're gonna mutate it. Here. We're gonna roll 1 die. It's 3. And go 1, 2, 3. Oh, see, I'm gonna pay for this. It's my favorite one. Swarming. Yay! Maybe we'll have to fight everybody will have to fight one of these stupid things. Actually, that makes sense. 4. Yeah, so everybody here gets to deal with this rattle trap. So that makes sense though. That's good. So the curtain falls. It starts getting dark. The presence that's there. Suddenly, the hairs on everybody's back, kind of on their back and their neck, stand up. They get goose pimples, which means they're in the presence of something that it shouldn't be there, or they didn't expect. Malevolent. That's how Crystal and Mephistopheles and the show realize that they're there, and it sends out kind of like a psychoactive kind of pulse. And these guys have got the normal people there. Maybe this is some kind of beginning of a not trance kind of thing, but it's something that's kind of starts triggering the supernatural experience that they're going to be. But they don't really understand or really sensitive to it, so they're just going to be kind of swept away by it. But these guys, our heroes, have to deal with it. I have to resist it. And so that's why each of them has to deal with this on their own. First up, Zeus is going to go. It's mutated for him. So all right, so 6, 10, 12. And he didn't play out. He's good. Okay. Zeus resists the hypnotic lure of the rattle trap, the curtain raising. Yeah, exactly. I almost never have more than one investigator helping. I haven't found it, especially. Yeah, it just never seems to come up. So I haven't had to do the lower die one, but yeah, the mutations. But what I found, actually, I keep saying that the swarming is my least favorite, and it's only because I have to fight these things 3 times. But I'll say that every time I've done swarming, it's given me a really good fictional hook. Like, this helped me figure out what this was. The beginning of the show is a way to entrance the audience. They're fighting it. That's what the rattle trap is doing right now. Sam's got to deal with it. He gets 4 mind dice, and he gets 2 upgrades. He's got hack of 2, so he gets 2 bonus dice. He's going to be able to upgrade one of those because he's using hacking. So we're not gonna mutate this again for him. We're just gonna, yeah, see, we're good. Sam has no problem resisting the thing, the hypnotic pulse. And then Gabrielle, all right, she's got 3 mind. She got 1 hack. She gets 4 dice. Let's see what she's got in her hand. Well, she's got the lucky numbers. That might help her out. I'm interested to see if it does help her out. Or we could mutate this. Yeah. Thanks, man. Let's see. Can anybody help? No, he can't. I haven't even looked at what Sam has. I loathe to. All right. We got ways to help her if this goes south. But it doesn't. She's got plenty. So now we're all on edge. We're all like, okay, so this is something. This was an invitation to come to the show because something bad's going to happen or starting. Each of them resists it. It's defeated. And now, Dr. Z's. He's going to spend another omen. He's got 4 more in his hand. Oh, jeez. All right, we're going to go ahead and use Poverty. If this is a gift, he has to trash the highest die. And it is Magic Mason Jar. Suddenly, the show's about to begin, and just as the light music starts, there's a sound of rolling down the aisle. Next disease is on the edge and the end, and we're gonna see if he picks up on it. Let's see. It's sense. He doesn't have sense or conjure. Yeah, we're just gonna roll 4 mind dice and see what happens. So they're rolling, and he looks down, and he reaches down, and he picks up this jar, this mason jar that's just rolling down the aisle. Oddly enough, someone had dropped it. Maybe it's his now. So his premonitions are that things are going to go bad here pretty soon. But now that he picked up that mason jar, and he notices it's rather unique and special, it brings a little bit of hope. Star clock. I think he's got one of these. He could always use another. He's looking back up the aisle to see if he could see where that jar came from. It's a mind gift. It's only for mind. He's got 4 mind dice. It's got study. He's got a 2 in study, so that's cool. So it's 2 white dice. We're just gonna roll them. Yep, this is kind of how I roll in the beginning of the night. Totally. Okay, so the what we're gonna do here is he looks up. He doesn't. He looks back up the aisle to see if he can see where the jar had rolled down from, and when he's doing that, he gets this kind of like a turn, like a tightness in his chest. That was like, okay, they just got through like whatever this start of the show was. Something supernatural is going on, and probably malevolent, and instead of finding physically the star clock, the star clock he has in his bag pops in his head. It's a way of drawing one new omen of hope. So kind of the emotional feeling of like something. He goes, okay, well, we can handle this, whatever this is, and it makes him think of his star clock that he's got in his pack. Now he's got a gift for every virtue, so that's pretty cool. 1, 2, 3. he's going to stop there. We're going to stop his turn there. He might dig around. He digs around in his bag and pulls out his star clock to look at it. I'm assuming it's smaller. Not huge. Okay, we're going to end his turn there. And the show has started. What do you got going on, Sam? Sam's got a charm bracelet. He always wears his makeshift armor everywhere he goes now. Ever since he got it from Stash. And wishful thinking. But he's carrying a little bit of doom as well. So he draws an Omen of Hope. Let's see what we got here. We're going to do Omen of Doom Pain. If he has to evaluate versus a Rage, using Rage, he's got to trash one. Minion 1 is a bystander. So he's got his computer screen open because he's trying to, now that they're all alerted that something's going on here, he's one, still trying to find information about this play, and two, maybe trying to hack in the local area network, and the people behind him, somebody in the behind him hisses that he needs to shut his computer off now. And so now we got to deal with this person. His best bet is to, let's see, he has sense. He could use charm. Let's see. His soul, he only gets 2 dice in his soul. Well, personality, I mean mind, he can talk his way out of this. He doesn't need charm, he has sense of 1. Let's see. I think oh wait, let's see what he's got in his hands, right? Trying to decide if I want to mutate this too. I mean, he only needs 10. And it's really low. And I think Zeus has got something to help. And Gabriella can always help too. So we're going to do what we can with this. So he turns around. Yeah. So he turns around. He's about to get clocked. Okay. I think. Right. Lose versus a gift. Recycle. Support. Okay, so maybe I should have mutated. Definitely. Well, he has an overabundance of fleeting fragments that he hasn't used yet. I'm thinking about maybe using that. Note to self. Mutate as many times as possible. As often as possible. Okay. Let's see. Discarding a number of cards. Add that to the number to the result. What's he need? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He needs 3. Or at least 2. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do, Surge, cut note, charm. Yeah. Okay. He's going to use one of his fleeting fragments, the slow burn. The guy, okay, he turns around, and the person to try to talk his way out of this, and to say sorry, but it's something really important, and he's already got a story up in his head, how he's a college student, he's got to check in on his email or something, and he turns around and he's face to face with a very rough-looking man who reminds him, suddenly he gets these flashes of this uh, him being in this fire. It says, okay, so the fleeting fragment he's using is, you knew it was a bad idea, leaping into that burning house. Your skin shifts and changes all the time now, no longer under your control, so tortured that it lashes out against you of its own accord. He turns around to face this guy. It's a rough dude who's got a burn on his face, all right? And his eyes are a little distant, like maybe he's a little wrapped up in the play, and almost baring his teeth kind of thing is like, and Sam gets kind of taken away by the burn, remembering the fleeting fragment. Hey, D Monkey, thanks for joining the dungeon, man. And okay, so that burns that helps. We're gonna figure out how that helps in just a second. He's got to discard 2 cards to make this happen, though. I'm gonna make him discard 2 because search, yeah. All right, and then Gabrielle is going to recycle the bruiser, her bruiser. We still don't have a name for her bruiser. She's going to recycle her bruiser to give +1 to that roll, so that makes it 9. Sam, he had already turned around and had a story. Was going to talk his way out of it when he's face to face with this guy that immediately brought back this memory. His face twisted up in rage. Suddenly erupts, and he wasn't even expecting it. And he said, "Sit back now," to the guy, and the guy looked like he was going to kind of stand up and start something with Sam, but that's when our bruiser buddy steps in. She's next to Sam, and says, and kind of she stands up, and the guy thinks better of it, and he sits down, and we've defeated the bystander, which means that we get to, he's got to seal this. I believe that's what we got to do to get through. I know here. No, I gotta look in these guys. Structure corner. Yeah, go to sanctify. All right, we gotta get a soul check. If we sanctify this deck, we move to the next deck. And it's soul with conjure, which sucks. He's got 2. All right, now we're mutating. But he has a charm bracelet. He's gonna use to boost. And then what else we got? Oh, Zeus doesn't have anything. There's Gabrielle. So we're definitely mutating this. Can I mutate? Can I mutate a sanctify? I don't know if I have before. I'm assuming I can. I'm gonna roll. I gotta reroll. 5. It's not a threat. Hidden. Alright, let's roll on it. 6. Draw 1 new omen. Alright. Well, that's a good point. Right. Yeah. Okay. No mutation. We got 3 dice to get 12. Oh boy. Okay. So we can't move to the next deck yet. But this bystander is out. So he shuts the guy up, him with the help of our bruiser buddy. They shut the guy up. He goes back to watching as if nothing had happened. The gentleman behind us. And Sam's going to draw back up. And pass the turn to Gabriella. Alright, so we got to get through the rest of these cards as fast as possible. Keep moving. We're going to use a Omen of Hope Starlight. She gets to examine. That's a memory stick. She will. Yeah. Alright. Alright, we'll see. I'm going to roll for this first before to see if she even catches it. Let's see. It's hack. She's got a hack. She's got 3 mind eye. And, yeah. I'm not going to we're not going to mutate this card. Wow, see? Rolling fine now. Alright, you know what'd be funny is if she watches this go down with she looks over, she's watching this go down with Sam and her bruiser buddy, we still don't have a name for, and looks and then goes back to looking, and she looks at the people in front of her and she starts looking around. This makes her start like looking around at the people, and most everybody is enraptured by the show in an almost unnatural way. And yeah. And she looks in front of her, and the person in front of her has a necklace, and around the necklace is a it's backwards. They've got it thrown around the back of their neck, and there's a memory stick hanging off of it. And she's not normally well, she's not a super criminal, but she's not the cleanest person, the most innocent person in the world. She takes the memory clip. She takes it and looks at the memory stick, and she thinks it's a memory stick. She looks, oh, by the way, I'm slotting her love battery, by the way. While it's slotted, she can lower the cost to play gifts, which, yeah. And so she takes this guy's memory stick, or this person's memory stick. She's got another omen. Indignation. She's going to. She can decrease damage to 0 if she. Well, when it rains, it pours, huh? So she takes this and she looks over, and the person next to him, girlfriend maybe or something, has the exact same thing. Should she take them both? She should. She takes them both. She doesn't have any more omens, so she's going to draw back up 5. She draws a revolver. Awesome. Good to have. She pulls it out of her and sets it on her lap. Out of her. Gabriella's not the type of person who carries a purse, but she definitely has a bag or satchel of sorts. She pulls out a gun and she puts it on her lap because she's afraid that things might go sideways. So Z's turn. He's drawing an Omen of Hope. Let's see. No, I don't want to do that. He's going to do Starlight as well. He gets the... Oh, wait, no, you know? Yes, he's going to look at it. Conspirator. Whispers coming from the people that that Gabrielle just took the memory sticks from suddenly start talking to each other, whispering, turn their heads and whispering at each other, and they start looking back at at Gabriella and Zeus. So Zeus can either be violent here or he can use his soul. He's gonna use his soul. He doesn't have. Oh, he does have. He can recycle one gift to gain charm. Because he doesn't have charm. That's the only skill the conspirator has. So let's do that. We're going to recycle the star clock. Huh. And, yeah, that gives him a bonus die. And, yeah, we're going to mutate. We're going to roll a die to see which one we're going after. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rock solid. Let's roll it. Roll a 6. He gets to add 1 body die. All right. Oh, wait. Who's helping him? It's, oh, wait. You know what? I mutated him, but nobody can help him. Soul is the one thing that Dr. Z's cannot get help with. So let's forget all that. So we're running all on our own here. Does he have a card he wants to use? Yes, he does. That magic mason jar. He's going to discard that to boost his soul up. Good. So they start talking and they start shifty, weird looks back at them. And Zeus holds up the magic mason jar and goes, "Did one of you drop this?" And they are surprised that he talked to them at all, and quiets them. They shift and look back at the theater and at the screen, at the not the screen, but the at the show, and he seemed to have nullified the whole encounter. Win by 4+. Oh, hold on. He won by 15, which is 4+. Choose one and investigate again or shuffle one new minion A archetype into your nexus, if any you seeded earlier in the box. Well, that's interesting, but we only have 1 card left, so we'll just investigate again. Stash, what are you doing here, man? That's when he notices the people that sitting next to the 2 conspirators, who now they turn back to look at the thing really quick because he spoke to them, is our buddy Stash, who's surprised to see Zeus and, of course, wants to talk his ear off. Zeus is going to roll. He's going to do Mind with Hack. And that's it. We're going to... $11, $12, $13. Z says, hey, shh, we gotta watch the show, Stash. Gotta watch the show. And Stash, oh, right, let's catch up after, man. Okay, all right. And we've hit the bottom of the deck. We don't have to seal now, do we? We hit the bottom of the deck, it's automatically sealed. I feel like I just played this game. I've never played this game before. Right? Isn't that right? Because then we just sit here rolling the whole time. We are moving on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to end Zeus's turn. And we're going to move to the next deck. So now we're watching the show. The show is underway. And it is Sam's turn. He draws an Omen of Hope. A lot of hope going on. He can heal 1, then flip the Nexus. Okay. Or does he want to draw 1 card, then flip the Nexus? He's going to draw a card and then flip it. Minion 2, and all of them are... everybody around them is a little hostile. Probably because of the show. The show's forcing them to be like that. All right, let's bystander number 2. Where did bystander go? There you are. All right. So Sam gets up to now after the whole encounter with the guy, and he was the unexpected bout of rage he had with the because of the memory that it triggered. He he closes his laptop. He gets up, and this is after the conspirator thing, and Zeus had talked to the guys, and sitting in front of him, Sam gets up and goes to the bathroom. As he's going up to actually in the bathroom, he goes up to a stall. His intent is to go to the bathroom real quick and then open up his computer and start working in there. And at the urinal, though, somebody comes up beside him at the urinal next to him and says, just kind of looks over, doesn't even do it. He isn't even going to urinate. It's just standing there and just kind of looking at him, breathing heavy. And Sam looks over at this other new guy. The guy says, "You shouldn't be here. You need to leave now." Sam, he's gonna use his mind. He's gonna use his sense, and we're gonna mutate this time. And this time we can mutate. It's gonna be the 1, 2, 3, 4 fiery. Been rolling really. Okay. So Sam goes to open his mouth, and the guy grabs him and pushes him up against the wall. Sam's was peeing, so he's like up, and he takes a point of rage damage. His murder board falls to the ground, and he's hurt a little bit. So, but we have help from Gabrielle, which is going to be interesting. Okay. So, oh wait, no. We have help from Dr. Zeus, because this is a mind check, not a rage check. Which makes a heck of a lot more sense, because Zeus is better suited for the men's room. All right. Well, he's, just barely. So the guy pushes Sam up against the wall, but Sam's not he's not a weak person at all, and he's been through this kind of stuff before. And Sam pushes back against the wall and pushes the guy back into the stalls, and they both fall into one of the stalls, and the guy slams back his head back against the toilet seat or the toilet when he falls and gets knocked out. And Sam stands up, and the guy's passed out in the stall. Sam hurries, puts himself back together, grabs his laptop, and runs out the door. And we'll see if he can. He's like the worst one to. No, Gabrielle. Actually, our team is pretty low on soul, man. Zeus gets 3 dice. So let's see if we can close this deck up right now. That would be awesome. Oh no, it's not gonna work. He needs he needs double 6s for this to happen. But he can. Let's see. He can use this charm bracelet. Oh, nope. Get this. He's got the picks. So, Sam's got picks, lock picks. He can sacrifice this to succeed at guarding or sealing their nexus. So he is going to. So he rushes out of the bathroom, and instead of going back in the theater, across the way he sees someone go in and shut the door to the where this is a theater where they do plays, but they also do on most days it's a movie theater, and this was a door that goes to up into the projector room, and so he goes and tries the door. Or is it better if it's backstage? We're gonna say it's backstage. He sees someone go into the door to go backstage, like a managerial area, and so he goes over there and he tries the door and it's locked. So he looks around, he pulls out some of his picks, and he picks the lock, opens the door, and goes in. So that's going to start our next deck. Woohoo! Yeah, that's a lot of... Ooh, there's a lot of... Oh, there was a lost soul in there. Ugh. Hate lost souls. Hate them. Okay. Just in the game. I feel bad for lost souls in general. All right. So Sam's going backstage, and let's see. We're gonna end his turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's all right. 1, 2, 3, 5. All right. We're gonna start Gabriella. Back to Gabriella, sitting in the audience watching the Omen of Doom. Well, it's not going to flip it. Suffer 1 body or rage damage, then flip the Nexus. Okay, great. She's sitting there doing an internal kind of listing of the stuff that she's brought, and she realizes that she didn't bring her Reaper. All she has is her revolver, which is awfully loud and enclosed in enclosed theater. Not that she's shooting it right now, just she's going through a mental checklist. All right. Really? A cryptid. So there's a few minutes where Sam had left, and then a few more minutes, and he hasn't come back yet. So she gets up and goes out looking for him. She's not gonna go. You know what? She goes up to the men's room, and she's like, Sam. She pushes open the door, and she sees the feet of the other guy who's like knocked out in the stall. And so she goes in, and it gets up. Suddenly the person in the stall like just kind of does this weird like stands up instead of getting up. He's kind of just like all of a sudden stands up and turns to her and stares at her. His eyes white, and he attacks. And let's see, she's gonna use rage. She gets 3. Let's see. Mutate. Add 1 mutation die. Who would be helping her? It's Sam who would be helping her. So yeah, we're gonna mutate and use fiery. And 2, she's gotta suffer. Okay, so this guy attacks her, and she had when she saw the feet on the ground in the stall, on the floor, she went in really quick, and while she was doing it, she was drawing her revolver. And when she got over there and saw the guy laying there, and all of a sudden he just stands up and attacks her, he hits her, and her gun goes flying and skittering across the floor. So she needs 11. Well, she has no sense. Let's see. Assemble memory stick. She does, however, have a memory stick in her other hand. For some reason, she's holding it. So we're going to use that. And give herself a mind die. All right, we're going to roll these 4. Nice. So using just a memory stick, she knocks this guy unconscious, or whatever was possessing him. in a nasty, quick brawl in the bathroom, she knocks him down with the memory, just completely hitting him over and over again in the face with the memory stick, puts him down, sticks his head in the toilet, and then walks out. I didn't roll the 2. Hold on. I skipped rolling 2 mutation dice just to make sure. The only thing that could have been worse than what I had rolled is a 1, and I rolled a 2. So, all right. All right, Gabriella exits the men's room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another guy's about to go in, and he's kind of surprised by her walking out. She says, I wouldn't go in there for another 30, 35 minutes. All right, Z's turn. He's still sitting in the theater. He draws an Omen of Doom. Okay. Gut punch. If he takes any damage, he's got to bury a card. Wolfram Cube. We're going to roll to see if he notices this. And then we'll figure out how he notices it. 4, and then 1 for hacking. 9, 12. He goes to stretch, and he puts his foot out underneath the chair in front of him, and it connects with something very solid. And he reaches down and pulls it out from underneath the seat. There's lots of stuff in this theater. 2, 3, 4. All right, we're gonna spend another Omen. We're gonna get rid of this affliction. He's gonna suffer 1 body or rage damage. Yeah. His godmother. He doesn't know she was watching. She's not watching right now. All right. Ooh. So does he go looking for? I think he's gonna go looking for everybody else. Zeus comes out moments after Gabrielle leaves the bathroom. He looks around. He sees nothing in the bathrooms, and then looks to the left, and he sees that the door to the back stage is open. That's where unbeknownst to him, that's where Sam went through and unlocked, and then that's where Gabrielle went. And so he goes in, and he finds himself in a kind of like a break room, and then there's a manager's office. Actually, there's a manager's office, and that's the door's closed. And then it goes out further, and it looks like it goes into like a costume area, and it starts going to the actual backstage. And his first thought is he opens the door to the managerial office, and it's dark in there. And there's a big, he opens it up, it's dark, and then as the light kind of comes into it, he sees that there's a desk, and it looks like there's somebody sitting at the desk in the dark. And he gets that sense that he gets, like a spidey sense. He's like, hello? And that's when the shape comes up, stands up, and then comes over the desk at him. He needs an 8 rage or an 8 body. Well, what do we got? We got, oh, here we go. Huh. I don't need to avoid this. I could avoid this using the gray Malkin. I could avoid it, but I don't know if I need to. I think the Gray Malkin comes. All right. So the Gray Malkin's his cat buddy who came with him because he's always following him around, but he wasn't sure where he was because he's not his master really. He just it's another companion that follows him around. The cat comes rushing in underneath his feet as the thing comes over the desk, and kind of joins the fray. It's got sense, which he doesn't. Well, it doesn't matter because Zeus has got resist, so he's going to get 1 die here. And 2 body. I think what he's going to do is attempt to... Oh, and then we're we're discarding the Gray Malkin to get a body die. Because what we're going to do is he's just going to try to close the door on this thing. We're going to mutate. Yeah, because Gabrielle... We're going to mutate this thing. 4. Because Gabrielle can help. Oh, great. Here we go. Roll a 6. Well, 5. Terminate. Confront a copy of this threat. All right. Yeah, I know, right? Well, this time I'm rolling dice. I got a great suggestion on the YouTube comments to put the mutations into a pile, and there's 5 of them, and then roll a 6-sided die to determine which one I'm going to be using instead of shuffling them every time and pulling them. Oh, but you're talking about if I would have put the gaunt back at the bottom of the thing, or reshuffled it, avoided it, and shuffled back in, I would have had to. Yeah, exactly. All right, so at the end of this battle, someone else has got to deal with this thing. So I have a good feeling of how this is going to go. So, all right, we're going to roll. Okay. Okay, so this thing comes over the desk. Z's goes to try to shut the door. The thing hits it at the same time, but he hits the door, so it's like kind of coming out of the door. But Z's hits him so hard with the door, it goes flying back behind him, and that's when Gabrielle comes up and opens the door and charges into the office to finish the job. She's gonna do a rage check. 3. She's got strike. 4. I think the love battery's discarded. And then... Oh, she's got dead sea salt. Yeah, she's going to whip this out. Get another rage. 2 6s and a 3. All right, so... Z's hits the thing with the door. It goes flying back and thing with the cat going in between its legs, so it trips, goes behind over the desk. That's when Gabrielle appears behind Z's. She'd heard it going on and comes rushing into the office, and she uncaps the dead sea salt and pours it all over this thing. I think that's all she had to do. And this kind of like traps the gaunt and maybe disperses it in some way. It screams out as it turns into mist. Gabrielle, Zeus thanks Gabrielle. Of course. Gabrielle says, "I think Sam went this way. All right, let's figure out let's see what's going on." So we're doing pretty good. We're gonna keep this omen. He's gonna draw back up to 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna pass the turn to Sam and see what he's doing. He's got, let's see, anything he can do in support. He can heal 3 surge. Actually, he can help anybody heal 3 surge. Does anybody have... Gabriella has a couple surge. Yeah, we'll hold on to it. Alright, he's got a bunch of omens, though. Alright, he's going to use... Yeah, he's going to go ahead and use the Omen of Hope, heal 1, and then we'll investigate. Oh, right, Alexander, thank you. It's sped it up totally. It was a great suggestion. It's great. Makes it a heck of a lot smoother too. That makes more sense. Like my ability to keep putting on top, just kind of got in the way. Now at least I feel like I get the range of the mutations. All right. So Sam goes into the deeper into the backstage, and he comes into like a costume area, and that's when he hears the voice, and she goes, "You really shouldn't be back here, but I'm glad you came." And that's when this woman comes walking out from in between the costumes. Her eyes, the only thing that would tip you off that something's wrong is her eyes are beet red, like glowing red. Let's see, assemble. You may display a gift of any virtue to add one matching die. Then, okay, if you win, you sacrifice the gift. You lose, you recycle the gift. Okay. So this is a mind or soul check. Okay. 16, 17. That's some pretty crazy. Well, we're talking to the right people, though. All right. Okay, we're going to use... He's going to discard the worry beads. Or, yeah. He's going to use the worry beads to add another mind die. Then we can display a gift of any virtue to add one matching die. Okay. He's going to use his... Let's see when he has to use... let's do the charm bracelet. Give me a soul die. And then we are definitely mutating this person, because Gabriella and Zeus are on their way. This would be Zeus. We're going to roll to see which one I'm using. 1, 2, 3. It's rock solid. Hey, I'm glad you could make it this time, Alex. Threats. 4. All right, I got to roll one die if the result is greater than their total mind. It is. They reload their rage gifts. He doesn't have... Joke's on you. I got no rage gifts. So basically, the combination of this woman and the environment and everything means he's not going to go aggressive on this. He's going to try to figure this out. Either talk his way out of this or think his way out of this. Does he have charm? He doesn't. All right. Look at that, dude. Wow. Dang. Okay. Well, he's got to sacrifice his charm bracelet. So, Sam's obviously not falling for any kind of charming kind of tricks. He looks right at her. He says, "I know exactly what you are. I know exactly how to take care of you." And him saying that, and with the confidence, and her realizing that, she immediately flees as fast as she can, running down and disappearing into the costumes, because she sees by his look that he's right. So with that, we start Act 2. This is when things get bad. Oh, there was another lost soul in here. Oh. All right. Good deal. Okay, so Scene 2. The demon now knows that these guys have come and they're after her. And I think the audience and the play itself is going to get pretty dark. We have a new deck. The demon has a little bit of control over the... you can hear me all right, can't you? Because I kind of got the microphone off. That is pretty early to wake up on a Sunday, man. Thanks for doing it. yeah. Um, I hope it's worth it, man. It took me a minute to figure out how to do this. Like I'd played this before, like last year, this one mission. It took me a little bit to refigure out what was supposed to happen here. But now we flip this over to Doom. Evaluating versus a threat, we have to increase mind and soul targets by 1, which is means that she's now even harder to defeat. And there's going to be more bystanders in here, which means she's taking control of the audience members and bringing them out to try to stop us. Things are going a little more crazy. Sam, we're going to end Sam's turn. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And it's Gabriella's turn. She's going to draw off the Omen deck. Or the clock. And see. She's got a Doom. You cannot play powers to avoid this investigation. She's going to play that one. Let's see what happens. Oh, man. This town is rife with gutter snipes. So they reach the costume room just after Sam leaves to chase after the demon. And as they're working their way through, they hear that chirp, chirp, chirp that they've heard before. They heard it in the forest. Sam's taking care of these things. They're just vermin in this town. But they're a dangerous vermin. And both Gabrielle and Zeus know that. So she's going to take a moment to take care of these guys. Body. Yeah. She doesn't get any help. Let's see what she's got in her hand. She's not going to get any help from rage or body from... Okay, Sam could help in rage. Okay. Well, that makes sense. All right. 3 dice. Sense. She doesn't have any sense. She doesn't have any cards that can help this. Oh, wait, she does. She's got a memory stick. She can sacrifice 2, add a mind die. And then we're going to mutate this. Roll a 4, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. Swarming! All right. Roll a 6. Yes, 6! That's the best thing you can roll on swarming. It's add 1 bonus die for each saint assisting. Well, there's only 1 saint assisting. And that's going to be Sam. Okay. So. Well, she didn't need Sam. Well, wait. She does need Sam. So close, though. Wait, no, she doesn't. That's 15. Math is hard. Yeah. So it doesn't take her long to track down the sound of the gutter snipe and take care of it. Sam will throw him in dumpsters and stuff like that. He doesn't really kill him. Gabrielle is a little more, little rougher. So she squashes one of these things, and in the meanwhile, while she does that, she drops the other memory chip that she was holding on to, or had in her pocket, and loses it. But we did get rid of the gutter snipe. Maybe if she smashes enough, we won't be fighting them anymore. Ooh, she's gonna go back up 1 and reset her hand. Zeus comes up and says, "What was it?" She goes, "Gutter snipe." This town's got way too many gutter snipes. She agrees. All right, Zeus drew his viral content, so he's gonna slot this. And what else has he got for support? Heal 3 surge gifts. Does Gabrielle need... She's got 2. She's not too low on cards. Sam doesn't have any, so we're not going to worry about that just yet. Oh, he's got Memory Killer. I don't feel like he needs it just yet. So he's going to draw himself a Omen of Deviltry man. Okay. No, it's during evaluate. We don't want to evaluate. We want to... All right, fine. Omen of Hope. Psst. Look at that. Here we go. Here we go. How do we move? Here we go. So, Zeus and Gabrielle hear a sound behind them, and they turn to find... Oh, wait. No, you know what? No. Because the way this happens is if she... if there's... We can't actually confront her till there's 3 or less cards in the deck. That's just one of the stipulations of the mission. So, so what happens is, Gabrielle just took care of a gutter snipe, and Dr. Z's comes in just then. He was on the other side of the room. He goes, "What was it? Gutter snipe?" And then they both look down and or look around. They're like, "You feel that? I feel that. There's something demonic here. There's definitely something demonic here." And that feeling as they start wandering through the trying to kind of track down the vibe of the demon, they come upon... Well, they might come upon this. We'll see. This is still Gabrielle's turn. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's Z's turn. Let's see. Soul? Yeah, he gets soul. He gets 3. No skills. We'll see if he finds the dream snare. He does. As he's walking through the costumes, he moves 1, and hanging there on the thing is a perfectly good and viable dream snare that he takes with him. This gets shuffled back in. You gotta check them out. Theaters, plays are pretty good, man. They're fun experiences. Something like Wicked or Spamalot. Or the Book of Mormon. Here we go. Alright. Yeah, so is he's gonna... Sure. He's got to recycle 1 card at random because of the Omen of Doom Deviltry. And the Dream Snare gets recycled. Puts it in his bag and promptly forgets about it. Let's see what we got. He picks up the Dreamcatcher, and then he moves another thing of clothes, and standing there is a person, surreal person, who just comes right out at him. Oh, I lost my... I keep doing that. I keep putting the Oh, here you are. All right, bystander. Mind and soul targets are upped by 1, so he's got to get 11. I don't know. Talking his way out of this seems... Well, maybe. Well, he's going to use his mind. He's going to trap this guy or trip him or do something. Get him all wrapped up in the costumes. Ooh. He's going to use his Wolfram Cube. I'm going to discard that. Yeah. Discard. Boost his mind. And... Actually, no. No, we're going to mutate this card. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's terrifying. Wow. Roll a 1. Everybody's got to reload a gift. Okay. Let's reload this. Oh, hold on. Hold the phone. No. I was thinking if he'd use this viral content, that would up the die by 1, which would be, he would just have to reload 1 random card. But this didn't really hurt that bad. So, mutated it. Help from Sam, if he needs it. It's 3 dice. Oh, he's gonna discard his... Oh, no, he's gonna... A symbol versus a mutated card. He's gonna recycle his Wolfram Cube to add a body die. Which means he's gonna drop this on this guy's feet or make him trip over it. Hey, Heroic. Alright, so what you been playing all day? 11, 13. So, the guy comes through the clothes at him, the costumes at him, and Zeus gets out of the way and runs around, and while he's running around some a clothes display, he drops a Wolfram Cube. The guy comes around, trips over it, and falls into the costumes while Zeus gets away. And we get to investigate again. Marked deck. While he's running down the hall to catch up with Gabrielle, does he notice the deck of cards sitting on one of the makeup tables? He does one of these. Stops, picks up the deck of cards with the odd symbols on them. He knows that they're a little, they're a little cultish. He grabs them, pockets them, and runs on. He doesn't have any more omens, so he's going to draw back up. And we're passing the turn to Sam. All right, Sam. Wait, did I just draw that? No, I didn't. Okay. Sam's going to drop an Omen of Hope Indignation. Doesn't take any damage. Tripping over Zeus's Wolfram Cube. These are littered all over Candlepoint. I think there's an achievement for collecting all the Wolfram Cubes in Candlepoint. And for killing all the gutter snipes. Let's see. Hey, Dadaham, how's it going, man? Hey, while I got you all here, so I'm thinking about playing. My microphone keeps turning, so if I go up sound wise, let me know. I'm thinking that I might finish this all up and actually on Christmas Day do the Candlepoint Christmas one. Regardless if I do that or not, I want to finish up Candlepoint pretty soon. But I'm not completely sold on moving the team to Chicago. I was actually going to ask y'all what you think, what book I should do next. It doesn't have to be the Skinwalkers. So, if you got any suggestions of which ones you'd like to see, let me know. Because to tell you the truth, I'm kind of dying to get in. I haven't played Skinwalkers. I played Candlepoint. I played all those a year or so ago, and I didn't start in Skinwalkers. So Skinwalker's still going to be fresh and new to me. But the other ones, there's a call to get into any of the Devil or the Flesh. Anyway, let me know if there's anything that you haven't been able to play yet and you'd like to see. Right, Wolfram Cube. Does he notice this as he's chasing the demon? He's got 4 mind dice, and hack, he gets 2. He gets to upgrade 1. He's definitely almost trips over the Wolfram Cube and picks it up on his way. He's going to keep running now. He's going to drop Sustenance. Oh, the other crappy monster. That which follows. He doesn't run into the demon. He runs into something else. He's going to use this for his mind and sense. I guess we're going to mutate this. One, two, three. Rock solid. Okay. And roll a 6. Add 1 body die. Thank you very much. All right. So he's getting help from Dr. Zeus, possibly. Ooh, doesn't need the help. Lots of 6s there. 3 6s wins. Shuffle this threat into a random other nexus. Haha, there isn't a random other nexus. Haha, tricks on you, that which follows. So Sam runs into, at first he's a little startled because where he runs into is incredibly black. Actually, so past the costumes was another set of rooms for something. There's a long hallway, and he's running. Suddenly the hallway goes completely dark, like the lights have been turned out. But except it went dark in a way that wasn't like lights going out. It just literally light left, and he found himself in very, very cold and being enveloped by something. But he let's see, did he use anything? He didn't use anything. It took him a few seconds to realize what was happening. He had met with spirits like this before. It was something that was trying to slow him down. Something probably the demon left. But he called himself, and in a little mind trick he taught himself in order to the spirits can't do a lot to you. The more anxious and invigorated you are in fighting them, the more damage you actually end up doing to yourself. So he calmed himself, and it took a few minutes, but the coldness subsided and kind of left, and he was just kind of like put his mind in a state where they couldn't really touch him, and it dissolved. But it did its job. It slowed him down, but then it went off to do something else. That's the whole thing. It was just there to slow him down, and it did do that. So he didn't go blindly through the dark and hurt himself. He just stopped and let it do its job, and then he went on. I don't want to do the Omen of Doom he's got in his hand. So Sam's going to draw back up, and we're passing the turn to Gabriella. Right on. All right, Gabriella drew an Omen of Hope. Hush. 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 Let's do hush. I gotta start paying attention to if you have 4+ enduring fragments, stash this omen. I gotta pay attention to that because Sam has 4 or more. Let's see. I want to start stashing omens. So he just played this, and it said if you have 3+ enduring... Oh, enduring. Nobody has enduring. Everybody has fleeting. So, never mind. Alright. Gabrielle. She's going to play Hush. Another dream share snare. Alright, does she notice it as she's passing by the makeup tables? Let's do that. We're going to attempt 3. She doesn't have Conjure. We're not going to mutate this because I'm not quite sure. Ooh, just barely. So she runs into something like a chair or something in makeup tables, and it hits the makeup table. And if she would have paid more attention, or if she would have hit it just a little bit harder, the mirror would have fell, revealing another dream snare, which it didn't. She passed it by. And Symbol using a gift versus a gift, you get a bonus die. She runs right into another bystander, another audience member, controlled by the demon, who wants them to stop. All right, Gabriella, she's got 11. It's not increased. She gets 3 dice plus, no, she doesn't have sense, charm. 1, and I'm not really worried about this. Does she have something she can discard to add +1? She does. Does she have something she can use at all? How about somebody else? Oh, Zeus has got a handful of stuff, man. Void, mutate, support, damage. What about you? We're going to take our chances. Gabrielle is going to roll 4 dice to get 11. 8, 9, 10, 11. Just barely. Perfect. So with a combination of a sly smile and a this woman comes up. She says, "You need to leave." Wild eyes. And Gabrielle gives her a smile and then smacks her really hard. Back smacks her really hard. No, maybe she pushes her very firmly. She smiles and then pushes her to the side. And the lady's like, Gollum? All right, yeah, we could do... Yeah. I like the idea of the golems. In fact, we might be able to play off the... yeah, I like that. Sorry. Where was I? Oh, yeah. She calmly, like, moves the lady over. And the lady really can't do much about it. She wasn't not really a fighter anyway. And then Gabrielle kind of just moves her and then carries on. She moves her, and behind her is probably her husband or somebody also there. Much bigger. She's going to... We're getting close. All right, we're going to mutate this one. We're going to mutate. 1, 2, 3. This one's fiery. 3. Assemble trash, 1 body die, 1 mind die, and 1 soul die. Well, you know what? She's not using any of those, so... She's going to get help from Sam if she needs it, which she doesn't. 14. So she just cold cocks this guy. Shboom. Guy falls flat on the ground. Sorry, she says, as she continues on. A clatter of things fall out of this guy's pocket. Does she stop to check it out? She's just gonna roll her 3 mind dice. So a clatter of things come out of this guy's pocket. She's like, sorry, and she looks down and they're dice. She scoops up the dice and walks on. And we're getting close. I need Zeus or Sam to fight the one of these 2 cards is the demon, and they're better suited than she is. So she's going to draw back up the 5 and pass the turn to Zeus. He is well suited for taking care of this. He draws an Omen of Hope. He's only got 1 omen, so hopefully this is the demon. They've caught up with Sam at this point, and they've climbed a ladder, and they're above the theater now, in those like the catwalk kind of area. Draw 1 card. Oh, he gets to draw a card. Wow, he is very suited for this. Damn. So they climb up in there, and they're looking around, sure that this is the only way that place the demon could have gone, and they hear they hear they hear they hear something like a gnashing, like a gnashing sound. Like if you could imagine what it sounds like to hear jaws gnashing, it's like a wet snicking sound. And they turn around, and there, spread out behind them, is that which lives at the top of the theater, this candy striper spider. Yeah. Let's see. Rage gifts are not not gift. It's not a gift. The rage is not infected by the doom or the nexus, so we're okay there. It figures that she's the last card. Let's see. He's got 2 dice in both, and he doesn't have strike, so it's funny. That's okay. He's got a Monsterpedia. The Monsterpedia is going to allow him to use his mind instead of rage, so he's going to be able to use 4 dice. He's recycle this card. He doesn't have strike, but oh, wait a minute, hold on. Get this. Get this. Instead of fighting this guy, instead of using his Monsterpedia, this is even better. Instead of using his Monsterpedia, he's going to use Illusion and avoid this completely. Avoid versus a threat. Discard this. Okay. Avoid and reload the threat into its nexus. Oh, wait. Reloads. Damn it. That's at the top. No, wait. Where's that one card that lets you fight the thing at the bottom? Do I have that? Tell me I have that. No. Damn it. That would be nice. Boo. Okay. Whatever. Okay. I think it's Sam that had that. No. How about Gabrielle? Nope, he's gonna have to fight this. Alright, fine. He's using Monsterpedia. He's remembering stuff from the Monsterpedia and how to deal with these things. He's got to trick it. Here's a cool question. When someone, when I mutate, are they helping with a rage or are they helping with mind? We're going to mutate. 1, this thing is fiery. 2, suffer 1 rage damage. He's going to use his viral content. He's going to upgrade this to a 3. He's going to heal 2. And a 3 is trash 1 body die, 1 mind die, and 1 soul die. Okay, he's going to lose a mind die. Fine. And then he doesn't. I gotta do something else here. He can help himself. He can. Oh, it's still a rage check. Okay, good. Well, that means Gabrielle can help. Yeah, Gabrielle can help. All right, he's going to discard illusion to add a mind die or bonus die, and we're gonna roll. We need a 13. Dang, good job. Using knowledge of I gotta recycle this. Using his knowledge of these, he's read about these before. They're not really good at seeing things that are standing, that are not moving. So he whispers to Sam and Gabrielle to stay still, and it comes over and it's looking for them, and it moves around them, and then something moves farther down and it skitters away towards that. whatever that was. Maybe another bystander, another theater viewer who would just trying to get up there to get to them. It goes off to eat them. Unfortunately, he doesn't have 1, 2, 3, 5. He doesn't have any more omens. He's going to draw back up, and this is going to be, which isn't terrible. This is Sam's fight, which makes sense actually. He was the one who encountered her the first time. Sam's turn. Omen of Good Hope. And a symbol using soul, add 1 bonus die. I don't want to use soul. Very last card. Crystal Mephistopheles. So walking down the catwalk, they kind of split up a little bit because there's a couple different catwalks. They split up and go around, and Sam's in the middle one as he is going down, and he finds the demon just kind of looking over at the play that's going on down below, and he looks down, and the play is spilled out into the audience, and it looks like things are devolving very quickly into this like violent, not necessarily violent, but like violent-ish. It could start getting more violent. It looks like it could go anyway. It could become an orgy or a bloodbath or something. It's broiling in a big pot, and she's just kind of stirring it. And then she turns and looks at him, and now she's got horns, and the spectral kind of wings kind of come up behind her, and she hisses at him. Say, why do you have to ruin it? You're not going to ruin this for me. And it is party time. Party time. Sam. All right, so it's a 17 now. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot that he has to roll. Okay. He has no charm. Let's see, what's he got fragment wise? He can decrease body or rage damage. He can help a fading saint. Dr. Z's can help by trash any number of bonus die, then add +1 for each trashed bonus die. Oh, okay. Alright, we might be able to do this. What's Sam got in his hand? We're going to mutate first. We're definitely mutating. The other crew is here. It's going to be a mind check, so Zeus is going to... Let's see. What's our mutation for Crystal Mephistopheles? 1, 2, 3. Guess what it is. Guess. Just take a wild guess. Swarming. A saint at each other nexus must confront a copy of this threat. We're all fighting Crystal Mephistopheles. Okay, great. But we only have to defeat this one. The others could just be damage. Which ultimately I don't know if we even have to fight. Because I don't know what would happen. They would just take the damage and it'd be over. No one's close to dying. But anyway, we'll worry about that later. Let's alright, Sam. He's going to... He's gonna boost his mind with a scrapbook. He's got 4. Boost his mind. A symbol versus a mutated card with his Wolfram cube. Gets a body die. Recycle that. A symbol versus a threat. Sacrifice his extra razor blades. He's going to add 2 bonus dice. That's cool. And let's see, who else can help? Zeus is assisting with 4 dice, so he doesn't need to up that. Nope. No help from card-wise from Zeus. How about you? Okay, so Gabriella's got bones, so she can help with that. Oh, she's got a Wolfram cube too. She's going to chuck at this thing. She's going to add a body die. All right. Let's do it. This is a lot of dice. I like it. I like what I'm seeing here. Here we go. That's all we needed was 2 6s and a 5. I mean, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, nice shooting, Tex. Oh, I didn't do the whole assemble thing. I could have added another die. But who needs it when you roll in 18s? Yeah, Sam was using his mind. Well, they're doing... Okay, well, actually, let's do this. Mind, body, and the bonus dice were from the... From... Who added the bonus dice? Well, he did with the apples. So he starts asking her, like, what are you doing? What is exactly that's going on down there? And what is your plan? What are you doing, these people? And the demon is intrigued by telling somebody or what she does and what's going to happen. She just starts going into gory detail about the crazy messed up stuff that's going to happen with the crowd down there, and that this to her is the real play. But while she's talking, he's got her talking. Gabrielle and Z's are working their way around, both with Wolfram cubes, stuff to banish the demon, and when they're in position, they all strike together and are able to banish her. And I can't go into details because it all happens so fast. But they're able, and I'm not a saint, so I couldn't tell you the awesome, cool tricks that they use. But what they end up doing is banishing her back, and she lets out this sonic kind of scream and rattles the rafters, but it kind of reverberates around the theater. And the stuff that had fallen from the play, the people all of a sudden from the play, not the actual audience, but the people who are in the play, they all of a sudden, like, you blink and suddenly they're gutter snipes, and they all go running off into dark corners of the theater, and the audience starts waking up, looking around, going, where are we? And they just kind of absent-mindedly pick up their things and start shuffling their way out, and some of them telling each other, that was the best play I've ever been to. I don't remember half of it, but it was very good. And they all go out for coffee to talk about the play they were just in. And then I'm not going to worry about the swarming part because I don't think functionally anything's going to happen if I don't fight her again because of the swarming. I think even if we lost our hands, no one's going to be dying or fading or anything. So I'm just not functionally going to do it. No need for anyone else to fight here, as is at each other. Oh, I see what you mean. That's a really good point. Never mind. We don't have to do it because it's at each other nexus, and there's no other nexuses. Right. Okay. Good job. Let's check out what is the fleeting fragments. We're going to be able to... we're going to do this. 1, 2. All right. Oh, wait. What did I just do? Did I shuffle that back in here? Ha. The one from the fleeting fragment from the mission itself is called The Book by Patrick Rothfuss. You don't know why you're still carrying it around. The thing must weigh 5 pounds, and you only have so much space in your backpack. It's not even a whole book, just a tattered piece of water-stained printout. But you read it when no one's looking, and at night you lie awake with that piece of a story stuck in your head like a song. You wonder how it started. You wish you knew how it would end. When you assemble, you can sacrifice this to add 1 bonus die for each fleeting fragment in your halo, on their halo. If they fail the check, they sacrifice 1 random fleeting fragment. I like it. Thinking maybe that's Sam's. We're going to give that to Sam. Maybe he'll use it on himself or help Dr. Zeus. The teddy bear. I know who's getting this one. You know it's not the same one. You lost that years ago, miles and miles away. But the resemblance is uncanny, and the smell of it reminds you of a time long ago, so long ago. A time when you were surrounded by love, when the world made sense. A time when you were safe. You can use this, may give each person... May each give the current player 1 card. That's not that great. Let's see what else we got. At least it doesn't feel that great. The conditions. Night after night you froze. Dream by dream, frostbite nipped away at your toes. You could stay awake forever. The alcohol and drug stupor didn't keep it away. You had to sleep. Sleep always brought the cold. Others might call you mad, but the fire would burn the nightmares away. You would never feel cold again. Okay, so we can start or sanctify. Draw 1 card, then recycle 1 card. That's not bad. The dimming of the day. It was only just after you had lunch, but suddenly the sky grew dim as sunset. From the heavens, a glittering, flittering, snow-like substance fell towards the ground. But this was not snow. There was not a cloud in the sky. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down. It's, they were on Pern. Sacrifice, draw 1 new omen of doom. They may reload 1 omen into the clock. Ooh, I like that. Wait, it says draw 1 new omen of doom. I guess that's not from the clock. Oh, no, that's not. That'd be from the box. And you can put an omen under the clock. I like that. So that is going to be Zeus. And then okay, we're going to do the conditions. Gabriella's going to take the conditions. Yeah. And then the teddy bear goes back. All right. Awesome. I might, I'm thinking about doing this tomorrow night, the next night, and the night after. I don't know. There's something about doing the final one, which is the Christmas and Candle Point, on Christmas. Sounds kind of fun. I might do that. So, I don't know. I have no promises. We shall see. But thanks, guys, for joining me. Love to have you anytime. You guys have a great night. And I will check you later. Viva la dungeon.